gonna love this one. It looks like Arizona may have tried to frame somebody big time, but the evidence doesn't match up. Check this one out.
There's new information on the suspect in the Arizona freeway shootings of last summer. Leslie Merritt Jr. is out of jail now. He was arrested back in September, you might recall, after police found a gun linked to 4 of the 11 shootings. But additional tests revealed the original bullet fragments could not have come from Merritt's gun. Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt live in Los Angeles with more on that. Jonathan.
John, it's a stunning turnaround for Leslie Merritt Jr., who has spent 7 months in jail since being arrested for that string of shootings that took place along Phoenix area freeways and terrified drivers there. There were 11 shootings in all. Leslie Merritt is the only suspect ever ID'd by cops, but from the moment he was arrested, he's maintained his innocence, and in court, Merritt's attorney told the judge prosecutors' main evidence against him, an alleged link between the shootings and a gun once owned by Merritt, has simply fallen apart.
Essentially, the only evidence was the link between the gun pawned by Mr. Merritt and the bullets. The state's own expert now says that the identification or match that DPS made does not exist. So, with all due respect, Your Honor, Mr. Merritt, there's no evidence against him to show, that he's responsible for this.
And after that plea, the judge reduced Merritt's bail to 0 and he was released. He said he just wants to get home and be with his kids. But it's not over for him yet. Merritt still faces a potential trial at this stage, and he has to wear an ankle monitoring bracelet. But the prosecution case against him certainly seems weaker than it was 24 hours ago. And John, if Merritt was not the Arizona freeway shooter, then the people who drive those freeways are going to want to know pretty quickly who was, where that person is right now, and why he or she has not been arrested. John?
It was such a frightening case, and it's not over yet, apparently. John?
They framed this fucking guy, and they set the bail so high that he couldn't bail out. So he's been sitting in jail 8 months. He ain't done shit. And now they're going to have to walk away from this. And this reminds me of the case where they had that kid in Rikers Island for 2 years because he couldn't bail out. And then they finally dropped everything against him. But 2 years of his life gone, and he committed suicide. This guy, at least, it looks like he's got, a wife and some kids, so he's got somebody to go back to. But his job is gone, so he's going to need to turn around and sue the city of Phoenix in order to try to get something back. I don't know what he can do, actually. Damn shame. These cops, they just pick this guy for whatever reason, and he's got to pay the price. And I don't know. Like I said, I am not a fan of police, period.